Alrighty, revving up the stream. As always, a quick audio check before I begin. Can everyone hear me? Well, I can hear myself, so welcome to the stream, Philip, Mega Man 2407, Vincenzo, Buster, Jerryman, YouTube, Mr. Lee, Jedok, and everyone else, and Queen Monica, and all the lurkers on every other side, Galaxy Man, and everyone else will be joining me. Today, I will be only playing Mega Man Rock and Roll, as it's a major fan game that's released fairly recently. And I've been waiting it for quite a while, so let's cut to the chase and see how good or bad it is. I've deliberately not tried to watch any video footage of it outside the trailer though, so please don't spoil me to the bosses just yet. Alright, let's wrap up the game and hope it doesn't crash. I've heard reports there are some crashing issues, so I will save often, when I can at least. In the year 20XX AD, a mysterious giant construct appeared from the depths of the ocean. It sent out a swarm of flying machines that abducted 8 of the world's most advanced robots. A few months later, they came back, the kidnapped robots reprogrammed and fighting for their army. And they were hunting for even more robots to add to their forces. There is only one robot who can stop them. Or is there? Greetings, everyone! My name is Etterville, and I welcome you all to my blind live Let's Play of Mega Man Rock and Roll, an 8-bit Mega Man Classic fan game developed by Dennis Engelhard and released just this Monday. Before I begin though, I'd like to show something really important in the options menu, specifically under Configure Controller. Not only can you configure your individual controls, you can actually configure the left stick for directions, turn off the down plus jump equals slide, and there's even controller vibration and right stick selection for your weapons, just like in Mega Man 11. With that out of the way, let's begin. As this is a blind Let's Play, I apologize in advance for any silly mistakes or false assertions I make. Here's Mega Man. Jump, shoot, slide, and fire a charge shot. It's a smaller charge shot. It's a smaller charge shot though. As small as the one from Mega Man 4. I'll call those enemies Icomons. Here's our menu, so we have 8 letters to collect. We even start with an energy balancer, it seems. And thus, Fireman gets abducted. As does Honey Woman. So far, I'm liking the presentation of this intro stage. Poor Skullman. We'll eventually save them. Baggerman. I didn't expect a cameo from Super Fighting Robot. There goes Proto Man 2. And of course, Mega Man pushes Raw out of the way and gets captured himself, taken to that mysterious construct over the sea. It's alright, Vincenzo. So back at Dr. Light's lab, of course. So back at Dr. Light's lab, Dr. Light is panicking. And Roll decides to be converted into a fighting robot as well, in order to save the day, in order to rescue Mega Man and save the day. Interestingly enough, this cutscene does not have any dialogue. It's all done via expressions. The only other fan game which did something similar to this was Mega Man DOS Remake version 2.x. It's a nice change of pace. Off we go back into the mysterious construct. Off we go into the mysterious construct. So jump, shoot, slide. We can't charge up our buster, but we can do a small double jump in midair. Which acts like a double jump. And go through the door. There are the 4 previously captured Roadmasters. There's Proto Man. There's Mega Man. Let's quickly save him before it's too late. Well, Proto Man's already gone, but we saved Mega Man in time. Proto Man's already gone, but we saved Mega Man in time before he was launched into the distance. So now back to playing as Mega Man. Oh goody, this base is descending into the water. Nice attention to detail that the siren in the background is being muffled. I wish there was an option to disable a temporary pause upon collecting a pickup though. That's one option I wish that was under the option menu. And we're out of here. Mega Man reunites with Roll. The city is under attack though, so we need to save it first before returning back here. So we can play as either Rock or Roll. For most of the game, I'll be playing as Roll though. She is the new playable character after all. So here's a selection of 8 RMs, I guess. Whoops, I didn't mean to select them. I just meant to search through them. Let me back out of this. Well, I can't back out of this. Oops. I thought it would actually give me more options to swap, but guess not. Like, I thought I had to double tap A for that. I guess I'm going to Reactor Man first then. Sorry. Welcome to Force Beams. So these act like Force Beams then? I remember the stage in the preview. This is what I should have done earlier. So far, nice introduction to the Force Beam. So far, nice introduction to the Force Beam challenges. Hello? Well, I guess I'm gonna die here. Oh, wait, I just saw the switch there. I didn't notice the switch at first. But eventually it'll turn back on by itself. Well, if I can't get that E-Tank, I need another special weapon in order to hit it from here. Need mini boss. I had to be careful. I had to be careful to destroy the tallies and I had to be careful and destroy the tallies in time so they wouldn't get energized by the orbs. Whoa. We even have a disco ball. I love his expression when it's getting showered by lasers. I love his expression when it's showered by the laser. It just looks so happy. Ah, not fast enough. The first two deaths were my fault. Well, to be fair, all the deaths so far are my fault. Basically, what happened was that I underestimated the disco ball's range. Thank you, damage boosting. Wait, ice blocks? There's probably something to the left, so I'll have to return back to this stage later. And as Buster pointed out, these force beams are solid at the bottom. And as Buster pointed out, these force beams are solid. Thank you very much, Eddie. There may be something down over there, but I'll return back to the stage in the future. No, I can't go to the left. I probably need to play as Mega Man in order to cross that. I probably need to play as Mega Man in order to cross through that gate. Okay, I'll play as Mega Man next. So probably the climax of the stage. So will Rock and Roll have different paths through the levels? So will Rock and Roll have slightly different paths through the levels? As in, partway through the levels they'll have split paths? Roll's double jump ability is so helpful throughout this level. Some of these sections would be much more challenging if I was playing as Mega Man. Some of these areas would be much more challenging if I was playing as Mega Man. Also, thank you for the life pickup. Let's see what tricks Reactor Man has up his sleeves. I already learned about 3 of his attacks. And he does telegraph that attack too. Still need to get the timing down of the laser beam. Down goes Reactor Man. He telegraphs each one of his attacks properly, so after 1 or 2 attempts, he isn't too bad. He's just a bit fast with his laser beam attack. And by defeating him, we get the Charge Laser. That looks awesome. We can even use it to charge up generators. Let me save my game then. So 4 tanks to collect and 4 allies to save. So our selection of Roadmasters are Reactor Man, Beetle Lady, Tide Man, Dune Woman, Drake Man, Polar Woman, Missile Man, and Ghost Woman. I'll be going after Missile Man next. Ah, I forgot about switching back to Rock again. For the next 2 stages, I'll play as Rock then. Considering how low I'm on lives, let me just reset and play as Rock then. want to be back up to max lives. Sorry about the interruption there. I'll be going through the stage as Rock instead. Off screen, I just game over and got back up to 2 lives. So these enemies are essentially killer missiles. Are those mini beats? Oh no. Parachuting spikes. And those spikes are probably instant death too. Sadly, I don't have rush here. Controls feel slightly different compared to Mega Mix and Controls feel slightly different compared to Mega Man Maker and Magmal. But it still feels fine. Oops. I was paying too much attention to the enemy there. So the gimmicks of this stage so far are the conveyor belts and crushers. It was properly telegraphed, I was just not paying attention earlier. There are some lag spikes, but that's because I'm recording and streaming at the same time. It only tends to happen when the screen is loading up though. Like when I'm transitioning. As you can see. I guess this game is CPU bound and the stuttering is happening because of it. Actually, give me a moment, I need to fix something. There's our first letter. Out in the open, but the rest won't be. And based on the fact there are 8 letters and 8 arm stages, I missed the one Reactor Man. I need the fire weapon in order to collect it. That's a nice looking foot holder. Flying Eddie. If I was playing his role, I could have taken the upper route. Or have had Rush. Okay, when I go back to it, I'll get it that way. Okay then, when I get back to this stage, I'll go back and get it. That last screen was quite scary, but I got past it unscathed. Oh goody, my charge shot. Oh goody, my full charge shot only deals 2 damage to enemies. I think he has the simplest pattern so far. I just need to get used to dodging and weaving. And the explosion radius. Seriously, those rockets explode in midair too. Honestly, I think playing his role would be a better option for this fight. The charge shot doesn't deal enough damage to justify using it as much. Basically, it's distance sensitive. I have to lure it away as far as possible before running to the right. It's over. Welcome to all the new viewers on the stream. I feel the buster will become better once I get the charge shot upgrade. And by defeating Missile Man, we get the Blast Missile. Once I learned how his missiles worked, then I got the hang of this fight. I like how these weapon demonstration screens not only demonstrate how to use the weapons, but areas where the weapons will, but parts of the environment where the weapons will interact with. But also parts of the environment which the weapons will interact with. With the laser beams, it was those generators. With this, it's the stone blocks. Next up will be Tideman. Buster asked first, after all. Then I'll go after the Rake Man. First though, I'll deliver a game over so I get back up to 2 lives. Sorry everyone, but I don't want to go through with 0 lives. No thank you. Alright, game over, so back up to 2 lives. Let's test out the blast missile then. Fires a rocket directly forwards. I haven't pointed out yet, but I really like the parallax scrolling in the background. It adds to the aesthetic feel of this game. It adds to the graphics of this game. So essentially we have different types of eggs now. I'm surprised we haven't had another type of egg enemy in the Mega Man series. You rise pretty fast. Not as fast as faster than what I expected. Oh boy. Somehow I got out of my first attempt without dying. Another case of I should have used a special weapon there. I really want to go for it, but it's too risky. So I'll ignore it. Electric eels. Oh no, mini versions of the escargots. Which don't pose that much of a challenge, to be honest. That's an anglerfish, I know it. A different take on the usual lanternfish mini-boss. Even drops its health pickup once it dies. How thoughtful. We would have a variant on the light gimmick introduced in Brightman's level. Just with different enemies. Taking on the roles of those previous things. My first W tank, but it seems I can only carry up to one W tank at a time. I really need more health. At the very least I made it to the end. But I'll have to do it with only 2 lives. Oh no. He has an anchor too. With some big fish. He juked me. Roll versus an actually well-designed Aquaman. If you're good at button mashing, his bubble falls pretty fast. In fact, once I got his pattern down, he was the easiest boss out of the trio bosses I've destroyed. Even at long-range anchor attack, he only does it when he's on one side of the room. I like to think of him as another take on the underwater boss. Similar to... He kinda reminds me of a different version of... So by defeating him we get that shield bubble. That was nice. So next up, I'll go after Drake Man. But with Mega Man, of course. As always though, I will game over first. I will go after Polar Woman right after Drake Man. A different version of the Yambo enemies. And that's how I get an extra life. Rush can launch me up quite far actually. Now let's test out the shield bubble. The bubble pop acts like an explosion too. Picking some ideas from Flame Stag's level. Watch as I die. I should have just quickly used Rush over there. tackle fires come up pretty fast, actually. The tackle fires come down pretty fast, actually. Oh, boy. As I was saying, the tackle fires come down pretty fast, actually. There's usually more delay when they come up and... There's usually more delay between when they come up and then they later come down. Well, I'm not getting that then. I guess I need the ice weapon first. Question is, did I miss that cracked rock already? I suspected as much, but I still want to save them for 100% completion. Nice to see that the fleas have been respawned. Nice to see that the fleas have been resprayed as well. That's a different behavior. There's a rock I can smash. It was introduced in a weapon demonstration after all. And now we're in Fireman's mini stage. A really short level. It was at least 1/5 of the length. Reprogram Fireman. I think this version of Fireman was better than the one in Mega Man 1. Yet he still almost killed me there. You're a Drake man. You look more animalistic than a man to me. You look more like an animal than a man to me. Your design kinda reminds me of a Digimon, to be honest. Halfway through this round, I understood his pattern. It's definitely one of the more faster-paced boss battles of the game, yet still enjoyable. Like all the preceding bosses, he properly telegraphed all of his attacks, I'd say. He had distinct tells for all of them. And by defeating him, we get Fire Breath. Yep, I'll have to return back with this weapon to Reactor Man's level. Hello there, Cosmic and Kalinka. Whereas Mega Man gets Rush, Roll gets Beat. So next up, I'll go after Polar Woman. I should have her weakness by this point, assuming fire melts water. What kind of ice physics? Alright, it's gradual ice physics, not Mega Man Maker ice physics. Look at that. The fireball actually comes out of her mouth. It literally is Fire Breath. So far, all the weapons feel powerful and fun to use. The icicles don't just disappear. As a nice touch, the icicles just don't disappear into the atmosphere. They actually melt into water. That'll probably become important later on. I thought I could double jump off of it, but apparently not. Yep, it's a very nice Oh. Yep, it is a pretty nice interaction, Cyan. So far, all the special weapons have an interaction with the environment. For some, it's destroying blocks, like with the missile. For others, it's like floating on top of water using the ice. For others, like the shield bubble, is floating on top of water. How many shots can it take? I want to figure out right now before later. 6 shots. Ah, mistimed my jump. Look at that resprited... look at that resprited crazy cannon. So that's how they drop down, you have to do it manually. Of course, I can float on top of the water using the bubbles, so it makes it a bit easier. One of the letters is behind the waterfalls. Well, I guess I have to return back to the stage then. Among the many others. Later on, okay, thank you. For a moment there I was worried I missed something again. I'm hyped too, but right now I'm a bit more focused on this game. So... It must be here then. That looks really suspicious. Maybe? It must be one of these waterfalls then. When you said here, which here, there's an 8-second delay. Is it to the left or right of here? Oh, bottom pad, okay. I don't get it. Yeah. I thought it meant when you said bottom, you meant that bottom. Huh? It's supposed to activate immediately. Okay, that didn't activate immediately. Excuse me. Let's do this again then. I thought the bubble activated immediately, but there's a slight delay. I'll see if I can remember if it's that one, which one it is. I overestimated my movement. Sorry about that. Again, I keep thinking you're supposed to be able to double jump, and I overestimated my jump. That one section is becoming more difficult than it looks. Hi, Googleus. Go underneath the platform on the one with the waterfall before the stage ends. Oh, that's what he meant. When you said underneath, I thought you meant something completely different. Like there was an underneath platform I was missing. Not just slide under there. Okay, that makes it more obvious. Time to face off against Polar Woman. In the LP version, I will edit out the game over and go into the stage again. Well, we're facing off against the figure skater. A more dangerous version compared to the one in Mega Man 11. Oh god, the lag's not helping. And let me see if I can use a weakness against her. I'm guessing it's supposed to be the Fire Breath. Thunderman, but much more aggressive. Yeah, but it's definitely their weakness. Out of the 5 bosses I faced so far, she's easily the toughest one. But as Gokulis is pointing out, I should not have jumped as much. Perhaps they'll battle her better during the rematch. And by defeating her, I get the Snow Roller. We can charge up and fire a bigger snowball too. And the fully charged snowball can freeze enemies in place, which you can then use as platforms. Only 3 more arms left. I also like how the stage select shows which letters we got. It doesn't show which Roadmasters we saved though. Let's go after Beetle Lady next. I'll go back to the stages where I'm missing stuff after I defeat all the RMs. I see you there, Plant Man, running in the background. Somehow you didn't get captured. Oh look, I see spiders from Mega Man 11. Nice to see they return here. The fully charged Buster may not be useful against as useful against bosses, but it works pretty well against the enemies. Oh, I see. So I need to freeze it in place. That's the trick. Glad to see I accidentally did the stage in order. Probably Polar Woman is strong against this boss. Probably the Snowball Roller is strong against this boss. Time to go through Honey Woman's section. Time to go through Honey Woman's mini stage. Well, you can freeze basically any enemy in the game and use them as platforms. So in a way, it's better than the Ice Slasher. Oh boy. Lag's not helping. Honey Woman, but without any tanks. This is gonna be fun. At least the checkpoint's right before the boss battle. I mean, it could have been even before this. I mean, it could have been midway through the original stage. I don't know how to dodge this jumping attack of hers. I guess I slide under it. I'll try one more time with the Buster, then I'll use Fire Breath. Again, I really wish the Buster dealt more damage to the bosses, it just feels underpowered. I'd rather just have roll. I'd rather have Mega Man. Basically, throughout the game, I feel Roll is a better character. Her minor double jump does a lot more favors compared to Mega Man's not fully charged Buster, unupgraded Buster. As someone put it, it kind of feels like Mega Man is... As someone put it, it feels Mega Man is kind of gimped in this game, at least at the very start. I feel either his Buster should have... I feel that either his Charge Shot should deal 2.5... I feel that either his unupgraded Charge Shot should deal at least 2.5 points of damage to bosses, or it should be the Mega Man 5 or 6 Charge Shot. Maybe not a movement option, but a more powerful Buster. Thank you, damage boosting. A variant of the jet batons in Plant Man's level. This time they explode. We even have explosive acorns which can destroy enemies too. Hey Squigs, welcome to the stream. And like before, the stage graphics are wonderful. No question about that. I just wish some of these stages didn't have the lag spikes. That's probably because I'm streaming and recording at the same time, though. I don't know if I collected a letter in this stage or forgot. I'll have to double check later. I find it interesting that she's called Beetle Woman. I find it interesting that she's called Beetle Lady instead of Beetle Woman. Well, she's another one of those summoner bosses. That attack where she sends out those white flies, oh, that's a pain to dodge. Is it just me, or the boss invulnerability window is shorter than usual? I guess that's in place to account for Roll not having a charge shot. Welcome to the stream, Type Woman. It seems everyone is here. And by defeating Beetle Lady, we get the Beetle Drone. Is it like the Hornet Chaser? Kind of, but instead of the beetles chasing off against enemies, they instead fire projectiles at it. I want that E-Tank, Eddie. So we saved 2 allies and got 4 of the letters. Sadly, it seems I didn't... Did I get her letter? Well, I did, good. So, only ones left are Dune Woman and Ghost Woman. Let's go after Ghost Woman next. Philip, I'm going after the bosses in the future. But, Philip, I'm going back to the original stages later. As usual, I'm gaming over immediately. I need to be back at 2 lives. As I was saying, Philip, I will go back to Reactor Man once I'm done with all the 8 RMs. Well, that intro was a bit different. Let's try out the Beetle Drone then. How long do they stay on screen though? They are kind of dumb and get too close to enemies though, but I guess that's for balancing reasons. Otherwise we'd have an unstoppable ally force. Wait, That looks suspicious. I knew it. There'll be something here. This is Skullman's stage. I played enough Mega Man Maker to notice. I've played enough Mega Man Maker to notice. There's Skullman, and no Squigs. 4 of the bosses are male. Out of the brainwashed RMs, his was the easiest one. Out of all the brainwashed RMs, his battle was the easiest one. His weakness being the blast missile makes sense, as it pierces through his shield. And let me guess, these spikes turns to death too. Oh yeah, Philip, I meant to say the originally 4 brain... Oh yeah, Philip, sorry about that. I meant to say rescued RMs. As instead of destroying him, we saved Skullman. Whereas for the rest of the 8 RMs, we've destroyed them. Oh. Yoku spikes. I should have known the game would pull off something like that. The game tricked me. The game almost tricked me. Good thing I'm playing his role so I can skip some of these. Good thing I'm playing his role so I can skip some of these. The music and stage aesthetics kinda remind me of a combination of Nightman and Shademan. I half expect these enemies to turn into werewolves. Should I risk it? I won't. That was a fun mini-boss. Every time I destroyed one of the gears, the bell lowered further, before it collapsed into the floor. Too bad we don't see his crash remains down over here. I still think playing his role is the superior option for most of the game. I still think that playing his role is the superior option for this game. That was very straightforward. Well, of course I'm playing his role again. If I was Mega Man, I'd have to do the Yoko Block section. Reminds me of the Techions. So you have knights, axe throwers, and crossbowmen. Oh, again juked me. Haven't got any E-tanks yet. I'll call the person behind this threat Dr. I, judging by all those I nameplates. Trying to spook me, Ghost Woman? That won't work. You're gonna try telefragging me. It makes sense her weakness is a charged laser, as that's a light-based weapon, and light usually slays darkness. Oh wow, this comes out really fast. And her attacks are fairly damaging, there are no pushovers either. This is why for these games, I really wish there was an option to boost the number of starting lives, or give you infinite lives. It's this attack which is annoying because it freezes me in place. I can break out of it if I mash my buttons. I can break out of it if I mash my buttons. So far, I say she's the most difficult boss. Mainly because of how damaging her attacks are. Her stage was one of the more unique ones out of the group. So props for that. Soul Trap, so we can freeze enemies, so we can essentially hold enemies in place and use them as projectiles. It reminds me of the Danger Wrap. Alright, I'll be right back in a moment. And I'm back. Last but not least is Dune Woman stage. After I defeat her, I'll go back to the remaining stages to collect the letters, and rescue any RMs I missed. And rescue the RM I missed. And rescue the Robot Master I missed earlier. I'll call the person behind this threat Dr. I, or Dr. Eiley. I like the pun of Dr. Eiley the most. Oh, hello there, Sniper Joe. I've been waiting for you to appear in this game. You never drop your shield if I keep firing at you. Let's try the Soul Trap then. Wait, gimmicks now. We can even trap enemy projectiles, it seems. That's amazing. This is another letter you can get without using any special weapon. Oh goody, dung beetles. Oh goody, sand beetles, I guess. I really need to check what's up there too. So let's see if we can destroy it. Thank you, beetles. Nope, nothing there. I swear there'd be something useful here. I'm going for the D-Tank and no one can stop me. The Phasmets are definitely classics. The shield bubble is earning its keep in this game. I thought it would kind of suck, but no, it's actually decently strong. So just like Mega Man 11, Rush Coil and Rush Jet. So just like in Mega Man 11, the Rush Coil and Rush Jet. So just like in Mega Man 11, the Rush Coil and Rush Jet share the same energy reserve. So just like in Mega Man 11, the Rush Coil and Rush Jet share the same energy reserves. It's nice to see a cameo from those enemies in Dr. Y's Revenge. I really like how, even if these enemies act the same as their other counterparts, they have different cosmetic... they're cosmetically different for each stage. Change to suit the environments they're in. More parallax scrolling. I like it when these NES games do stuff like this. I always like it when NES-inspired games do things like this. I got hit by the banana explosion then. You missed me almost dying to Ghost Woman. You missed me almost gaming over to Ghost Woman. At least the sand is getting its keep. At least the sand is being utilized enough, I guess. Can't use a shield bubble here, as it'll melt through the sand. This is the climax of the stage. Thank you, Rush. You're a lifesaver. Once again, I wouldn't have to use Rush Jet there if I was playing his role, or did it the proper way. I wish those pulleys were... I wish those weighted platforms were used more on the stage, but so far it's fine. Oh no. I wonder what would happen if I shoot the fake one. I keep thinking she's gonna slide again. But no, she always jumps over me. And now I know the trick behind her pattern. Compared with Ghost Woman, she's a lot more easier to read. This is what happens if you get sucked in by her sand tornado. What? Really? I ended up trying to press the jump button, but I guess I pressed it too late. She's down. I won't fault the game's control for that, that was my fault. And misreading one of her tells. Nonetheless, she's on the bottom half of the RMs in terms of difficulty. She's much easier than Polar Woman. She's much easier than Polar Woman and Ghost Woman. By defeating her, we get Desert Storm. Even pierces your enemy guards, so I'll use this as a makeshift screen clearing weapon. Now before I go through the final set of stages, time to collect the rest of the letters. First, starting off with Reactor Man. Can I freeze these lasers in place though, so they stop firing? On that note, what is Reactor Man's weakness? No roller. So that's how you get D-Tank. And there's the next letter. I could have gone on my first attempt, but I didn't pay enough attention to what was going on. But I didn't pay enough attention to the level layout. I knew there'd be something here. This is Dagger Man's stage. This is a miniature version of Dagger Man's stage. I don't think so, Cyan, but I want to rescue the I don't think so, Cyan, but I want to rescue Dagger Man first. Not really. Not really, Cyan. Honey 1 was tougher. Then again, I was playing as Mega Man. So that's probably it. So that's probably the reason. So probably that's the other reason why. suddenly stopped. This was made in a custom engine. Diamond Wolf, made in Godot. And down goes Dagger Man. After 2 failed attempts, I did it. He was in Magmal 2, I think. And the stage lays back over here. So let's get out of here. And because I collected all 4 of the rock letters, Mega Man gets an upgrade charge shot. So not only does the charge shot deal more damage, it's bigger. Now off to Drake Man stage. In order to collect the last letter. The game hasn't crashed yet, Eduardo. There has been some lag spikes, though. Let's see if I can freeze the... Can I freeze the lava? No, I can't. How do we get that then? I need some way to freeze the lava. Can I slow it down or something? Go faster. Alright then. So I'll just use some stronger weaponry too, like the blast missile. And that's how I get the R letter. Apparently, if you go through the previous rooms faster, the lava takes longer to get back up. I didn't realize it. I thought its progress got reset between rooms. As Daibuman pointed out. Now before I go back to the lab, there is an Easter egg I want to show off in this stage. Now before I go back to the lab, there is an Easter egg I want to show off in this stage. As pointed out by Queen Monica. Hello there, dragon. Thank you for the free tank. Now let's get out of here. By collecting all 4 of the roll letters, Roll's jet jump gets upgraded, so now I can hover for a short period of time, like the jet, like a smaller version of the jet adapter. Now I'm off to see the second Easter egg. Immediately as you start off the stage, use the shield bubble and go to the right. There you are, Splash Woman. Thanks for the song, but let's get out of here now. Time for the Dr. Eye levels. Apparently you can play as both characters at the same time. West of Australia, there is the mysterious construct. It has an E symbol over there. Never mind. So do we swap between the characters in this fortress? The fully charged Buster is awesome. I like how the earlier alarm gimmick is taken further now. As in we can dodge more of the alarm. As in we can dodge more of the alarms now. As in we can dodge most of the alarms now. These walls require the charge shot in order to destroy. I see, so you get a slightly different opening section if you play as Roll. Or rather, you play the opening sections in a different order. Well, I have only myself to blame for that. This was probably introduced earlier. I just wasn't paying attention. Better get used to playing as Mega Man Roll in these parts. I say it's pretty fun. It has some flaws, but overall, I'm enjoying this. So even for this fight, we have to swap between the characters. Thankfully, they have separate health bars. I see you too. Clever. Got caught by the explosion. I took too much damage as Mega Man. I'm really liking the teamwork here though. In most Mega Man games and fan games, you don't swap between the characters in between the fight itself. The only other game where you can swap between characters mid-fight I can think of is Mega Man X7 or X8. The only other game where I remember you can swap between characters mid-fight is X7 and X8. Goodbye, I see you too. And it makes sense why it's called number 2, as we face off against it with 2 characters. That's it? I thought there would be 3 more fortress levels after it. Then we face off against the master of this mysterious construct. But of course, it isn't that easy. I mean, we all expected Wily would be behind this. You'd be more surprised if Wily wasn't behind this after all. At least he comes back with 2 choices, main entrance or rooftop entrance. Let's go with the main entrance. Then I'll go back with Roll. Then I'll go back and play as Roll's level. Ah, this is like the intro stage. Let's call back to that. Most Mega Man games don't use the intro stage. Most Mega... Wow. Well, I was low on lives anyway, so let's do it again. Most Mega Man games don't reuse the intro... Most Mega Man games don't use the same setting for the intro stage. Most Mega Man games don't use the same setting as the intro stage for the first fortress level. It's a nice way of showing the game going full circle. I mistimed my jump. I thought I started to jump too early. Alright, this time I made it. I'm making the stage look a lot harder than it actually is. Jumps. I should have just used the rush coil there. Again, that one position the fish I don't like. It comes out of you too fast. Why is jumping not working off the spikes? This introductory section is becoming one of the hardest stages in the game. Another section where I really wish I had roll. Okay, this time I was able to jump up. I guess by holding a charge shot, one of my jump inputs was eaten. Out of all the stages in the game, this one section has become the hardest, in terms of deaths. I see the mets in the background. Well, this is a... makes sense as this is a robot factory. I tried, didn't work exactly. Can they please get up there now? Thank you. I presume the door will open if I play this role first. The shield bubble is quickly becoming my favorite weapon in the entire game, especially when playing as Mega Man. Thanks for saving me, honey woman. I suppose if I didn't save her, I'd fall down there instead. I presume if I didn't save her, I'd be forced to use special. I presume if I didn't save her, well, I wouldn't have to go to this section. I'll be taking a different section. I like it when games have these extra rewards if you play well and decide to go the extra mile. Rewarding heroism and all that. And that should open the gates on Roll's side as well. Look at the met pile down there. Looks so adorable. Now the Mets kind of look sad in there. I don't know, they look a little bit sad to me. I see you, Crushers. An extra life. I knew there'd be something hidden there. I was really suspicious why there was a gap in the blocks. If anything, I call this stage the Met Factory. Time for the boss battle. People have warned me that I'll hate him. People have warned me that I'll hate it. But let's see. Outside the first few screens of this stage, it wasn't too bad. The Met Grabber. I see the pattern. Rome would surely like this stage. Do I? So you can get crushed under the block too. That sounds fun. I'll use it on my last life. Shots. And hitbox, and the fact I move slower under there. See, I like the idea of this boss. I really wish I had started out with more lives. I don't have to go through the stage again because I feel it has somewhat of a reverse difficulty curve. Getting to the left side from getting to the opposite side is the big problem. That's it, I'm using a soul trap. And down goes the Met Crusher, I guess. Or Met Handler. The hardest part of this fight are the Mets appearing from the bottom and the slower movement in the Met pile itself. The Met Claw, okay. Now we're forced to take the rooftop entrance. I like how each of the characters has their own set of fortress levels. According to Queen Monica, roll stages are harder. So I will deliver the game over here because I want to be back to full lives. But I disagree that the stage is more frustrating than the stage preceding it. Those first few screens of the stage, harder than the boss. It has to do with the slide distance. I would have liked to see the alternate route I would have taken if I didn't save Honey Woman. So you can jump to Sniper Joe. I didn't think the bottoms of the footholders damaged me. Then again, they are spiky looking. So I should have known. This section reminds me of Reactor Man and Dune Woman. We have the return of this gimmick. Sure, I have the lives. I ended up dying anyway because I mixed up the order of what I was supposed to do there. Still, it's worth it. An extra life for an extra E-tank. And it was only a few screens at most back. Thank you for saving me, Blade Man. Thank you for saving me, Dagger Man. Once again being rewarded for our heroism. This is probably the easier route to stage 2. So many extra lives lying out in the open. And now Megama's side should be a bit easier. I haven't commented on it enough. The music of this game is awesome. Moles, but they're more predictable. I should be using my other special weapons more. After all, these are the castle levels. Don't use the laser against these mats though. Makes sense as they were originally supercharged by the element. Agreed, Cyan. It rewards you for completing the game more. Not in terms of more abilities, but more in terms of alternate pathways. I haven't seen any other fan games do something like that, where it gives you completely alternate pathways instead. For saving the Roadmasters. Instead, usually what you get is extra characters or extra goodies. Thanks for spitting us out. Well, that was fast. So the boss is called Big Bulb. Knocked back again. If I stood closer to the center, I would have survived. Or if I jumped backwards. I think I got the pattern down. Goodbye, Big Bulb. You are much easier than a Met Grabber. Now the weapons depot or the research labs. I find Roll's levels to be easier, so I'll go to Roll 2 next. Whoa. An upside down level then. That lag was a bit worrying. Oh no, the stage is really laggy, hold on. When Monica said these stages are harder, I don't think she meant to say they're laggier. Did anyone else have problems playing through the stage where the stage decides to lag a lot? As you can see with the footage, it's getting really difficult to get through this. I can't jump out of this. Let me see if I can fix something. Hold on. Let's see if this fixes it. Okay, hang on a moment. I'm trying to change recorder setups. Hold on. This was getting ridiculously unstable, so I needed to get out of here. Alright, let's see if this works. No. It's as I feared. Give me one more moment. I think I know what else I can do, but... I think it's slightly better now. Oh good, now it's worse. Bye everyone. It's the shadow clone gimmick which is somehow lagging the game to a crawl. Alright, I'm gonna have to do this the other way then. Basically, the game is not optimized correctly. Alright, let's do it this way then. Attempt number, whatever. I did one last experiment. If it keeps lagging, I'll see what I can deal with. This is the only Mega Man fan game which has done this and lags so much. It's not like the CPU is being overburdened. No, only for this stage, which is really laggy. No, this is not what happens when you use a different engine. This is what happens when one asset's not coded as well as the other ones. Because it only seems to be affecting the shadow clone gimmick. Anyways, I'll try dealing with the lag. And try focusing more on the stage at hand. So this stage loops around, as in the screen wraps. That's neat. The gates still open up. That's strange. I thought they're not supposed to open up. Hello, Mario Ghost. Oh, for a moment there I thought I was gonna die, but I forgot the screen loops. I forgot the screen wraps. I like how we can turn off and turn on the petite devil. I like how we can temporarily turn off the petite devils. It makes for a neat gimmick. Oh. Rats. See you later, Red. Yeet. Well, I'm getting there. At least I know what to do now. Again, I'm in the laggiest part of the game due to some bad programming. Due to how the shadow clones interact with the obstacles, it seems like the entire game is slowing really badly. If you say so, Buster. What? Oh yeah, lag spike. So far, outside this stage and its lag spike issues, I'm enjoying this game. I think at the very least it's a decent fan game. I might have some issues with it, especially with bouncing, but outside of that, it seems fine to me. I'm okay with the warp steering gimmick. It's working as intended. What I have a problem with is when the entire game decides to lag. Well, enough for commenting on that. That'll probably be fixed in version 1.1. Are you sure the turning and walking controls suck? They're completely fine on my end. They are slightly different from Mega Mix and Mega Man Maker, but as I said, completely fine. And I completely disagree that the levels are unfun and are uninspired. This game has problems. Controls and movement are not one of them. See, I don't see the difference between this and Mega Man Maker. It's only slightly different. This is roll 2. I think it's a computer issue because it seems to be like it depends on which. I think it has to do with drivers and which version of your operating system is installed. I followed that and I don't have the problem. Thank you, Skullman. He can't protect me. He can't protect me against the Green Devils, though. Ah, not fast enough. I thought Skullman would move faster, but guess not. I'm gonna bring out my old shield too, then. We're out of here. Oh my goodness. Again, I like the design of the stage. What I don't like is all the lag, and the lag spikes, eating all the button inputs. Because of that, it's the worst stage in the game for me. Sorry. Now we have the upside down portion. Funny note, the upside down portion is a lot faster than the right side up one. I have no idea what's going on. Usually the upside down parts of the stages are supposed to be laggier, not the right side up ones. This is clearly a bug. Well, I guess I'll have to file a bug report then. No, it's too late. I thought for a moment it was part of the background, but no, it's actually a spike. If this is a fortress stage, at least 6 levels. I will not be able to complete this game today. I'll have to break it up into 2 streams. Thank you. Okay, here I see the spikes. Ah, made it. The last turret of the stage was much easier than the first 2 turrets. I'm just using his weakness. Pico-Pico-Con? Yeah, no thanks. Does it have a secondary weakness? And thus, the Block Devil or Pico Pico Khan has been defeated. I like this boss. It pretty much is a Yoku Devil. You're right, Gokulus. We can now put the experimental laboratory behind us. This is gonna be fun to edit in post. Now on to the weapons depot. And then once this stage is done, I'll end off the stream. I'll finish the rest of the game in a future episode. I'll finish the rest of the game next week. Oh neat, TNT blocks. And me failing to realize that, well, I'm already low on lives anyways. So I'm gonna deliberately game over and try again. What? Where did I get the extra life? Alright, I'm back. Let's finish the stage and then I'll end the stream. Let's finish the stage, then I'll end off the stream. So these are like the TNT blocks in Mega Man Maker, but you can detonate them by just shooting at them. Thank you, Tackle Fires. That too, Daibuman. Sometimes I wish the Tackle Fires came down slower. Like Quickman's level. Of course, I could just use a laser beam, or dragon breath, or fire breath. That would work too. And I like how all the previous stages sections are being remixed. All the gimmicks and whatnot. Now we have a reusage of Tideman's stage. Now we have a reuse of Tideman's stage's elements. Now we have remixes of Tideman's stage's elements. Yet again another nice environmental interaction. So I can't use the fire breath underwater. If I use Firebird against those volcano enemies, it makes them stronger. I wonder what would happen if I used the Firebird against Drake Man. Yeah, I noticed. I missed another pathway. Hi there, Fireman. I really feel like I should replay through the stages later on and see the alternate pathways, and oh boy. Thank goodness I have a temporary flashlight. Oh. Okay, these are solid platforms then. Thanks for the help, Fireman. That should take out the red barriers. Oh no. Gigantic tackle fires. And Daddy, get back here. I'm not taking any chances here. Whoa! Like Mega Man 1 Wily Tree. Ah, made it to the exit. I thought I was gonna run face first into a wall of spikes there. CW-01P? Well, a different version. CW-02P. It changes caliber between phases too. And every phase has its own set of attacks. So freeze it and then blow it up. Last phase. Ah, not quite. Alright, this time let's use this weakness combo. Or not. Okay, and then use Blast Missile. Yeah, I have to use both. It doesn't stop his attacks though. I think I'll save it for the tougher phases. Alright. Time for the big finish. So it absorbs the shot. So it absorbs the snow roller shots as well. Time to blow it up. And when it's frozen, it moves slower too. Both moves and fires slower. I like this stage a lot more than the previous one. So, holding cell, escape route, defense bunker. Okay, one of those two. So that's Proto Man stage. But I'll save these for the next episode. I think I'll go through the defense bunker first. On second thought, let's go to the holding cell first. And let's see what Proto Man's doing here. I noticed that we unlocked these 4 gates. Didn't we have to rescue the 4 RMs in order to do this? If we didn't save all the 4 RMs, would Proto Man just get stuck here? But regardless, I'll be saving this for the next stream. It's gone long enough. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you tonight for Cathedral. Next week, I will finish the game and give my final thoughts on it. Thank you everyone. Doodles!